We're going to start by asking Coach Harbaugh to give an opening statement about this week and today's game, and then we'll open up the floor for questions. Please raise your hand, state your name and affiliation when asking a question. We have mic runners on both sides of the room. Coach Harbaugh, I'll start with you.
Thank you. Happy New Year. Great way to start the new year off, and glorious. That was glorious. It was a tremendous football game. Congratulate Alabama on a terrific game. They're great players and coaching staff and their fans. It was an epic game, and glorious is how I feel. That was a tremendous win.
Thanks, Coach. The first question will come here from the front.
Thank you, Coach Harbaugh. Jim Trotter, the athletic. Wanted to ask you, you talk a lot about getting to the A-Cats, and you're as close as you've ever been on the collegiate level. I wonder what this moment means for you and what it would mean for you if you were to take that final step and win the national championship.
Yeah, thanks, Jim. It's what it means to these guys, to our players, to them to be champions, for their parents to have their son be a champion, their brothers and sisters and grandparents, for our coaches, for my kids to have a dad be a champion, and my parents, and just those people to get to feel what that's like. That's kind of long gone for me. It's just my joy, my ecstatic joy is for our players and our coaches and our fans and our families that they get to experience that joy of being a champion.
Our next question comes from the front on the left.
Steve Kornacki, Wolverine Report. I better keep this. This is for JJ and Jim. You guys have gained 41 yards offense in the second half until that last drive when you guys totally did the wall. What enabled you guys to have the drive you had tied up? And if it could be a two-part question, talk about what Blake did on the game-winning touchdown.
I would just say, credit to the great defense. They played tremendous. They had a great game plan for us. And, it's just all about focusing on the next play, one play at a time, and just staying in the present moment and just worrying about the assignment that you have to go out there and execute. And, we weren't really getting things going, but that never bothered us because it's all in the past and we're just focusing on staying in the present and controlling the future. So, to answer your second question, that's everything that I see out of Blake on a day-to-day basis, and everything that Blake is. When everyone's tired, when it's overtime, he's going to be the guy that shows up, just like he does in sprints when we run them off season. So, there's nothing new for me. It was just amazing the world got to see it.
Yeah, I would just say that it's just the way this team is built, and the way how connected they are as players, and we are as a team. It's unanimous support for each and every guy, and it's almost been an unfair advantage. I mean, all the things that the team has gone through. I mean, we don't care anymore. We don't care what people say. We don't care about anything that comes up. We just know we're going to overcome it because it's unanimous support from every single guy on the team.
And then
Blake, the best. I mean, there's nobody we love more than Blake. Let's get Blake up here. And the guys up front. I mean, the front seven and the defense, the coverage on the back end, our offensive line, our tight ends, our running backs. Just the physicality. There was two teams that were really physical, really tough teams up front. I really felt this game was if ever a game was going to be won up front, it was going to be won with toughness and physicality, and our guys were just there in rhythm and got it done. And epic game, but it's the togetherness, I guess. what people don't know. How could they know? You know, how could they know what the togetherness is like? And there's just nothing that can separate these guys.
Our next question comes from gentleman in
And
black.
Blake is the huge. I mean, he's the in so many ways. JJ is the glue. Junior's the glue. Blake's the glue. And I could name you 50 other guys that are the glue. But I mean, it is so tight.
The next question we have Fred in the front.
Hey guys, John W. Davis with the Orange County Register and the Southern California News Group right up here in front. This question's for JJ and Junior. JJ, I'll start with you. You told me in media day that you've been staying up late preparing for these games. Did you prepare for a fourth quarter and overtime like this? And then Junior, you know, how much did the defense manifest, you know, those stops to win this game?
Yeah, you know, just having the month that we had to prepare, you know, I just wanted to leave no stone unturned. You know, going back to 2017, 2018, 2019, all the way up into the present moment, just, you know, making sure that I was locked in on all cylinders in every situation. Fourth quarter, overtime, fourth down, and that big completion to Blake, you know, just everything about it was just making sure I was the most prepared guy on the field so I can go out there and help my teammates the best I can.
First off, all glory to God, but you just gotta see the way our defense practices, the way our defense trains the ball, the way our defense, you know, prepares. It's always 11 on 1. It's never 1 on 11. So, you know, that's the way we went out there and played, making us styles. You know, we're all playing guys we trust. We got next to us, we're brothers. You know, just like Coach said, it's a big glue. It's a big glue. We trust each other. You know, just got out there, make our plays.
Thank you.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you know, things that guys go through. I mean, they go through injury. They go through tough training environments, practices, games. You know, those are the situations that I'm talking about, and you know, those adversity. That's the adversity. You know, and it unfair because our guys. I mean, they train so hard, like Junior says. They practice so hard. They play so hard, and you know, it's their individual mental toughness that gets them through. But it's also someone else, someone on the team, someone in their family, their teammate or teammates. It's just right there by their side, right there that has their back. And Ben Herbert, who's always there, right by their side. He is an absolute. I mean, what adjective could you say? Trained assassin. That resonates. And he's got their backs, and it's so much credit to Ben Herbert and his staff for putting us in those situations, putting us in those tough training environment situations. So when it comes to these situations, I was calm at fourth quarter, at overtime. I just felt like there's nothing that we couldn't overcome inside of this stadium today.
Our next question will be all the way in the back on the right.
This one's for Coach Harbaugh, Ryan Hennessy, WVTM, NBC in Birmingham. That last play when Alabama had the ball, looks like you guys went back and forth with timeouts. What did you see? And then when they finally snapped the ball, what did you guys see on defense?
Yeah, we just had everybody in there. It was everybody. It was we call it Twister, and there was everybody there, everybody to the ball. I mean, similar to Alabama, every time you get inside the 5-yard line, I mean, they're in zero every down. And my favorite play, our favorite play, BJJ's favorite play, got us in the end zone there when we really needed it. Yeah, we were just all out, selling out, and you know, playing for that. Well, let Junior go ahead, Junior. Why don't you describe it?
We're playing cover 0. You know, Coach was telling us, you know, all the time, like, you know, this is the moment we're built for. This is the moment we come out here to play for. You know, we knew exactly what was going to happen. You know, it was like when the moments get tough, we coach you. You always coach your best player. They went to their best player. We were right there to stop it. You know, so we sent the house. And like I said, it's fourth down, it's one last play. Everybody's trained to the ball.
So much credit to Jesse Minton and Jerome Moore, you know, Jay Harbaugh, all of our coaches.
Our next question comes from the second row here in the middle. The vice coming on the right here.
Stuart Mandel from The Athletic, for any or all of you, you obviously represent the Big Ten when you go out there in a game like this, and it's the first time that a Big Ten team has beaten an SEC team in the playoffs since the first year, 2014. What does that mean to you guys?
It just means everything, just think about how far we've come, all the hardships that we went through as a team, as a brotherhood. Just being able to do it on this stage, it's been 26 years since Michigan won in this building, and the second most appearance out of any college in the entire country playing in this game. So, it's just amazing the way it happened, but ultimately it's everything that Coach said. We can't do it without the unity that we have. Everything that we went through this entire year made us unbreakable. In the biggest moments, we were going to show up.
We have time for 2 more questions. We'll do one more right here.
Coach Harbaugh, right in front of LTOs at TP Sports TV1, playing in the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. What does it mean to you and your coaching staff? That's my first question.
Glorious. It was right where we wanted to be. It's everything that we worked for, everything that we prepared for, everything we hoped for, everything we trained and strained for. And the team just was not going to be denied. JJ said it. We walked off the same podium last year in the semifinal game. He said we're going to be back. And what he told me was not only are we going to be back, we're going to win. And there he did, and in overtime against Alabama, I think the last quarterback to win in overtime against Alabama was none other than Tom Brady. And I've said it before, but this is right here. This is the greatest quarterback in the University of Michigan football, college football history. Got a long way to go to get to where Tom Brady eventually got to, which is a GOAT. I mean, he's lapped the field when it comes to that. But in a college career, there's been nobody in Michigan better than JJ. And I know we talk about an amalgamation of quarterbacks. He is that guy. And my guy Junior Colson. Was it all worth it? It's always worth it. It's always worth it. It's been worth it.
And then my last question for JJ. Your offensive line, and you have to have control, run the football, able to throw the football. Talk about that. What made it so special for you to be back there and know that the guys will give you time to make a play? You have to make it to win the game.
I mean, the offense doesn't go unless those big boys go. And that's just been, Coach Harbaugh mentioned it. This game is going to be one in the trenches. And I feel like, they did a tremendous job taking out 2 great edge rushers, 2 great interior guys. I've had people reach out to me, like Brad Nessler, a great guy, I love him. He said, watch out for 15 and 41, they're coming for you. And, I never really felt them all game just because of the tremendous job that Darius did and Trente did. And, Keys, Nuge, Carson stepping up in a big time role. Like everything about that, unit just meshes so well together, through the adversity with Zach going down. And, just all the credit goes to them. That's the heartbeat of our team. Blake would stand up here and say the same thing. Those big boys, we owe it all time.
The last question will be for Rachel right there in the second seat there.
Hi, Rachel Lockman from the Wall Street Journal. Congratulations, Coach. There's a lot of interest in your future. I wonder if you can tell me what the chances are that the championship game might be your last one at Michigan.
My future consists of a happy flight back to Ann Arbor, Michigan. Anyway.
That'll be our final question. Thank you everyone for joining us. We appreciate you for covering this year's college football.